Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the Zurg fighter ship from the Lightyear Hyperspeed series from Mattel. So of course this is a new line of toys for the upcoming Disney Pixar movie Lightyear. And this is just kind of a fun way to get some ships out there with small figures to kind of have, you know, a bunch of different vehicles for the film, but, you know, keep it at kind of a smaller price point. I believe this one was $19.99 or $20.99, I think. I found this on Amazon. And previously, I took a look at the XL-15 with Buzz Lightyear. This one is considerably larger, and we'll do a comparison a little bit later on in the video. You can also see that this one has kind of a more open style of packaging, while the last one was like a bubble-on card. This is just kind of like tied into this, you know, cardboard back here. And you do have your Zurg figure here. Now, this is also considerably larger. So I don't know if in this movie it's Emperor Zurg or if, like, the Zurg is a, you know, race of beings. I'm not really sure how they're going to take that. I haven't really been able to tell anything from the trailer. To be fair, I saw it once a long time ago, so I don't really remember all that much. But I just think this line of toys is pretty cool. I think these little ships are really neat. And I don't know, I just think it's really cool. We got some missile launchers going on here. You can see some of the other ships that are available. I think these two come out a little bit later on. I know some people have kind of been finding them in stores. Amazon has these two listed for like 2 weeks from now, but the other three are available. So if you're looking for these, definitely check your local stores, but also you can check Amazon because that's where I got all the ones that I have so far. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the packaging and we'll take a closer look. So here is the Zurg fighter ship out of the packaging. We will take a quick look at the Zurg figure that is included. And this guy is substantially bigger than the Buzz Lightyear, so just to do a little comparison, you can see that it's about twice as tall. So I don't know if this is going to be the scale in the movie, and Zurg is really going to tower over Buzz this much, but you can see that he's about twice as tall. He really comes up to about his midsection there, which is kind of crazy. But he's a good-looking figure. Really nice detail there, paint applications. Not a ton of paint applications, but a little bit there on the head. You have the collar. Unfortunately, the collar stops halfway around, which is kind of a bummer. And then you have the feet down here, which are nicely painted. The head can actually swivel from side to side, which is some articulation we did not see with the Buzz Lightyear figure. Arms can rotate all the way around. And then, of course, you can bend him 90 degrees at the waist so he can sit. The legs don't really bend backwards because of the way the butt flap's done, but really nice figure. And the fun thing is, it almost scales with Mission Fleet. I would say he's just a tad shorter. The Ahsoka figure can almost fit in the cockpit. Not quite. She can kind of sit in it, but then you can't actually close it, but I would say this guy almost scales with Mission Fleet. So if you had maybe a smaller Mission Fleet figure, you know, she's got kind of a larger head with all her points and everything. So maybe if you had a smaller figure, you could get it in there, but it almost scales. But still, really cool figure. Really nice articulation there. I mean, it's fairly basic, but it is a rather small figure, so totally fine with that. But let's zoom back out here for a second. And we will take a look at the Zurg fighter ship. I like the design of this one a lot. It's crazy. You can see we've got some retractable landing gear here. Or maybe that's, I don't know, is that supposed to be, I guess that's his landing gear. Because you have these points back here, which are fixed. You can't move these. Although I guess actually you have these as well. I did not notice these at first, because honestly, it kind of like does it perfectly on its own. So you do have this landing gear, which is kind of cool. But even if you don't use these, because at first I thought these were definitely supposed to be part of it, because if you don't use any of these, it kind of sits perfectly on its own, just using this and these back here. So that's why I didn't even look for landing gear. I just kind of assumed it had it built in. But you actually do have these retractable landing gear spots. This one's a little difficult to get out of here, but there we go. Pretty cool. I like that a lot. This little spot right here, that's nothing significant. That's just how it was attached to the packaging. It had one of those plastic pieces that you have to turn and then pull away. That's how it's connected, because it's the open packaging, so they have to anchor it to the cardboard somehow. But yeah, really, really cool design. You get some nice paint applications. You have this weird symbol with the 01. Really nice translucent green here for the cockpit section. Some nice red around the engines. You have a lot of nice molded in detail. And I really love the fluorescent orange back here for the thrusters. I think that looks really, really cool. So just all in all, I really like the design of this ship. I think it's very, very cool. Again, to do a little comparison, here is the Buzz Lightyear ship. So again, you can see this one is significantly larger. And I think the price point for this size is either like 10 or 12. And this was like 20 or 21. And I feel like it's twice the size. So I feel like you're getting a better deal with this one. I still think these are really cool, but I'm really impressed with this one, with just how big and cool it is. Let's finally go ahead and open up the cockpit, and then we will sit the little figure inside. Very easy to do. And he fits in there very nice and snug. Perfect fit. Close that up. Looks absolutely fantastic. Now you can see there are some missile launchers here on the side. You do, of course, get these 2 fluorescent green missiles, which we will just load right in there. They click into place. Really nice and kind of integrated. I like that a lot. And then you have buttons right here. So we just fire, hit the button. Fires pretty well. I think that works really nicely. And they're very easy to just load back in. And you can see that they have kind of a 3-point system so that you can't really load them in wrong. But yeah, this is a really cool ship. I like this a lot. And I think the price is pretty fair. I think it's massive. It definitely has a nice weight to it. It feels very solid. I like the retractable landing gear. I like the missile launchers. I think the figure's really nice. And like I said, it almost scales with Mission Fleet. Almost. But yeah, I really like this one quite a bit. So I definitely recommend checking these out if you're into this line. I think this is definitely one of the best ones I've seen so far. It's certainly the biggest one I've seen so far. I just really love the color scheme. I think the purple and the fluorescent green really go well together. The figure inside is great. He fits in there really nicely. Yeah, I don't really have anything to complain about with this one. I think he's pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.